brand new Sunday Fun Day. Got a whole bunch of new recipes coming up. This is a mozzarella stick with Italian meat, grape leaf, balsamic glaze, some broccoli rabe, homemade gnocchi with a pesto Alfredo sauce. You want to see how it's all made? Stay tuned. First part of the meal, the broccoli rabe. What I got right now is just, it's sitting in a briny solution. Broccoli rabe tends to be a little bitter, but you let it soak in salt water and something that adds a little sweetness to it. So I added balsamic glaze, and a little bit I'm going to add some sugar. Just going to let it soak in there for a little while. And while that's happening, I'm moving on to the potatoes. And go from there. First step was making gnocchi. You got to boil some potatoes. I got 4 large potatoes in there right now. Just waiting for them to cook in a boil. All I got in there is just salt and garlic salt, just to add a little flavor. So one of the other things we're going to do today is a little bit of a new experiment. Seen it at ShopRite a bunch of times. Now, ShopRite is our local grocery store, and they have a large selection of Italian foods and whatnot. So anyway, back to the point. I've been looking at these for a while. These are actually grapevine leaves that have been soaking in a brine. So I had the idea to take mozzarella sticks, some of the Italian ham or prosciutto, and take that, wrap it in the meat. And this table counter is clean, just so everybody knows. Alright, wrap it in the meat. Piece of basil. Basil will help just to add a little more flavor. Kind of want to squish it all together so it stays intact. Grab grape leaf. Just roll it up. Do that a few hundred more times.
Was it a dried basil leaf?
Fresh picked basil. And basil's prominent over everything else. These grape leaves just don't have any taste. They're more of, I guess, a decoration deal. And then you get the saltiness from the prosciutto and the mozzarella. Delicious. So the potatoes are done. I got them over there cooling before we peel them. So what I'm going to do is, since I still got the water boiling over here, I'm going to boil the broccoli rabe in the water first before it moves to sauteing. Well, doing this will help remove even more of the bitter taste that broccoli rabe tends to have. So, give them a few minutes to boil off. So now that the potatoes are done and slightly cooled, we peeled them. Now we got to mash them up. So first step in making the gnocchi. After this, we add in the flour, mix it up to a nice dough, then we add an egg, mix it up even more, and you guys can see from there how we make it. Broccoli rabe's just about done in the boil. I got the heat turned off right now. I'm just letting it kind of cool down a little bit. Then I'm going to start getting the pan ready. All I'm using is olive oil and garlic. Alright, the broccoli rabe is done. It looks and tastes delicious. And now we're cooking a steak. We're going to thinly slice the steak and put it over the gnocchi inside of broccoli rabe. It is going to be delicious. And Liz is busy away at making the gnocchi dough. How easy is it, babe?
It's really easy.
And the gnocchi dough is done. We used 4 large potatoes, and the recipe actually calls for a cup of mashed potatoes, 2 cups flour, 1 egg. And the 4 large potatoes we used ended up making about 6 bits of dough. So we got a lot saved over. Next step with the gnocchi, roll it into little snakes. And once they're rolled, You cut them into pieces about that size. Let them sit for a little bit. Then you boil them. Here's some of the gnocchi all cut up. I got the rest of them over here, boiling away. So the gnocchi experiment is that. It was an experiment, and we decided, well, Liz decided, she doesn't feel like rolling them anymore. And I asked her, what happens if we get snowed in? We have lots of potatoes, eggs, and flour. What'd you say, babe?
You're eating mashed potatoes and chocolate chip cookies.
Keep in mind, I said nothing about chocolate chips, but I think next time I'll end up doing the dough, seeing how that works.
You have fun with that.
And we made an Alfredo sauce, and we added pesto paste to it. It came out really, really good. So we're putting that over the gnocchi.